I see your purple sound bubble looks the same as mine, so we're good. So what the fuck is up?
How you feeling, dude?
I'm feeling pretty good, man.
Yeah, you ready to bounce back?
Dude, I took a hard L this week, dude.
Nah, don't be so
Well,
hard.
no, it's really not that big of a deal, but it was a personal thing where I was like, dude, to go off, because that was the product of like a brain spaz, unconscious, like of just being like
Your brain spaz or
my brain spaz,
Okay.
of just brain spazzing, be like, well, I need to put something up, and then just like doing a thing, being semi-conscious doing it, and being like having things where I'm like, well, this actually I should, and then being like, no, it's fine, we need to put stuff up, and then like it gets done, you put something up, and people are like, what the fuck is this? And you're like, oh yeah, I just rushed, I could have not done that.
So it wasn't up to your standards, is all.
No, exactly.
What are we talking about?
So I had an ambitious young dog come on to talk about incels, and and while he gave this theory, or he gave like his thesis, but it was like I thought this was a dude who had like a PhD level like understanding and like had like research and data, and he was just like, yo, I'm 22 years old, I just wrote a college paper, and I was just like, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck, and then I didn't have it in me to be like, yo, time out, dude, like,
Yeah.
no. So I felt bad. I personally felt bad about what. Honestly, that's one of those things where like you have to do that. I could have saved him literally. As I wrote in the letter to Patreon people, like I could have saved him from like 65 faggots.
Yeah.
I think you
He
did
got
him a
called
favor.
faggot, like
I think you
65.
did him a favor. You have his exposure therapy.
True.
You gave him faggot exposure therapy. I would not be the man I am today if I was not called a faggot for 15 years in a row on the internet, up to and including now.
That was funny too, because when we were talking at one point, I was like, yeah, I mean, it's nice to hear college. He was saying like college now, if you go there, like as long as if you're just open about who you are, people are like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, man, that's nice to hear, because when I went to college, everyone was like, you're a fucking faggot.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I mean, trust me, man, I got my fair share of faggots. I remember my head being like, I don't think you
Yeah,
did,
right.
dude. I'm up in like the hundreds of thousands of people calling me faggots. Like, my brother literally tried to convince me I was gay when I was younger.
Yeah, dude, my sister told my parents I was gay for months.
Yeah, my mom still to this day thinks I'm gay.
Really?
Yeah, she's convinced.
I would say
She is convinced. Because you know when you're not a certain way in a black community, you're gay.
I was
Especially as a guy.
I was just about to say there is no one more on the pulse of who's gay than black women.
Yes.
They're very much. They pretty much go at like what is it, like the null hypothesis? So they just assume you're gay unless you prove otherwise.
Basically,
It's like if you dump them, you're gay.
Damn.
First of all, my ex-wife, her mom was having problems in her marriage, and I was like, we had to go to the Bahamas. I got tricked into a Bahama vacation, but it was really a spy mission for my ex-mother-in-law to see if her husband was gay.
Whoa.
We went down to the Bahamas. She's like, oh, I got to get stuff out of the house. Didn't tell us, like, oh, he's supposed to be there. She thought she was going to catch him with trannies.
She caught you with trannies.
She's trying to true lies it.
She assumed, because I remember like, I was like picking up dog poop in the backyard. And,
In the Bahamas?
No. I was
okay.
in the backyard picking up dog poop in Jersey.
Did she go undercover as a tranny?
Ms. Doubtfire.
I was picking up poop in the backyard, and she was like, I think we should go to the Bahamas. And I'm like, all right, I mean, that's cool. She's like, actually, she did say, she's like, I have to go get some clothes. That way, you guys can make a whole trip out of it. We'll all go. And then, like, we get there, and she's like, you guys come to the house with me?
Dude.
She's like, he's not there. She didn't have a key, so we just went to this dude's house in the Bahamas. Dude was a baller. Went to his house in the Bahamas. And then, like, the next day, she was explaining it to me. She's like, I swear, I think he's gay. And I was like, well, why do you think he's gay? She's like, I saw him one time when we were down at the beach, and he flipped his shirt and tucked it. You know, people will, like, tuck their bottom of their shirt to the top of the shirt?
Yeah.
He got hot, and he did that. And she was like, gay.
Dude, it
And
doesn't take much.
That was it for her to be like, yeah, I know he's here with trannies down in fucking Bahamas.
All only thing that needs to occur is something to make a black woman's head tilt to the right. And she's like, you're gay.
White do-rag, gay. You just like a manila envelope full of black and white 8x10s of him in white do-rags. I'm so sorry you have to see this.
Yeah, being a private eye for like a rich black woman.
Did you go full Hawaiian shirt, open with a wife beater under it, gold watch, ponytail, aviators? God, that'd be so sick.
They're using drones to like measure the inches between you and another man and be like,
Everything that he does, right? He walks out of frame and then the camera cuts to focus of you 200 yards behind him watching with binoculars.
yeah, dude, they're on the pulse. They're literally, they have like, you watch his Dark Materials? They have the alethiometer. It's like it's like this spinning thing that goes between like 6 different images of like an owl, a crystal, and this.
Gay.
They just see like flip flops, the white durag, and this. Like he's fucking obviously gay.
Yeah, but they black women fly a lot of false flags, a lot of false gay flags.
Well, like,
So I had a teacher call me gay.
Really?
A black teacher.
She was homeschooled.
Yeah. She was like 6'2".
Okay.
Like this big black. She was. So we had.
So she might have been projecting.
Yeah, she definitely might have been. But so we had a senior class project, and she was my advisor. And then I had this other partner who was black, and we were going to put on a talent show.
Okay.
And
strike one.
You guys ready to see some high level kissing?
it was all a ploy for me to try stand up comedy for the first time.
That's what's up.
So that's like I was going to host it, and I had all these jokes, and I was going to come out and do material after each act.
Oh, it's so fucking funny. How old were you?
It was what, 16?
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so funny. You staged this.
Basically. And then, so the girl that I was with, she also wanted to do some hosting too. And I was just like, fuck. Like, this was my idea. I didn't want her to.
You got Yoko'd off the bat.
Well, basically. But once her and I had a kind of a talk and I explained to her what my goal was, she started to take a back seat.
Okay.
Now, the advisor and her were friends. We had all sorts of acts. We had a magician.
Gay.
I love how you off the bat had to deal with like real showbiz problems. You're like, all right, take it easy, babe. Take it easy. You're like a producer of this big show. You're like, all right, I'll get you on the next one. Relax.
Basically, that's basically what it was. We had singers. We had
dancers.
We had dancers. Yeah. We had dancers. We had a step team.
Of course, yeah.
Right.
That's what's up.
And then
were they competing against each other? Or was just
no? It was just going to be a show.
Okay.
Just an all out show,
Gotcha.
and just everyone's going to have a good time. And the advisor really liked the rap group that we had. And then her idea was like, well, why don't we just make this a rap step show? She just wanted to make it a black thing.
I see what you're saying.
Of course, the magician was white.
Yeah.
One of the singers was white.
True.
One of the dance groups was white. And then it was a black rap group and a step team. And she was like, let's make this all black.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that. We had these people that already dedicated their time.
For sure.
They were coming after school to come practice in our performance space that we went out and rented for them. Mm-hmm. And so I was against it. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And then she was like, mm-hmm. That's basically how she left it. The next day she went into her homeroom because, as a homeroom teacher, told all of her students that I was gay.
What?
Damn.
All of them. Like she was going off and basically expressing that I didn't have the courage to put on a rap show. So I was gay.
Pretty solid.
Checks out, dude.
Pretty solid.
Man, dude, there's nothing gayer in the black community than the rappers.
It's a high level conspiracy.
It is.
It's a high level conspiracy.
If you're willing to go there,
I would choose to believe it.
If you're willing to go there, I'm not afraid of the Illuminati.
Know who's perfect to talk? Dude, Keith from Up the Block has more knowledge about gay black rappers.
Yeah.
Or just gay rappers in general. Although I don't know if people ever no one ever calls white rappers into like the gay conspiracy.
I think that's what gets them out of it. I think a lot of them have a hard time because they don't expect that to come. They think it's a myth.
Yeah.
And then when it gets offered to them, they're like, it just.
I thought people always say that Eminem's gay.
True.
I thought they always
really.
I thought they were always saying like he said faggot so much because he's gay, right?
That's fair. He also
can that happen?
He got caught hugging Elton John too.
Case closed.
Yeah. I mean, any black woman could pick that up.
Yeah, I mean that.
And then name a different white rapper.
Everlast never got called gay. They were before. They were too early.
Bubba Sparks.
Nobody called Bubba Sparks gay. Nobody called Paul Wall gay.
I won't hear it if they did.
Nobody came at Paul Wall's neck for being gay. But he also has a lot of grills. I think that prevents. That kind of deflects.
You're not sucking bird in that kind of grill.
Well, Baby got called. So there was everyone from Cash Money is like there's an actual thing that like Baby is bisexual. Him and Lil Wayne were having sex.
Yeah. They raped each other into the.
They both outed each other on that. And then there's things saying like Jay-Z loved trannies. I don't know.
That's
if
not gay.
Obviously not. Jay-Z straight as can be. But yeah, there's a whole conspiracy. Like every high level rapper is also gay.
Oh, dude, I have a whole theory on this, and
What is it?
I did a thesis on it. Basically, I read a lot of internet comments about it, and I'm upset about it. I won't say any of their names because, dude,
Poor young man. You don't even know. He's dumping on him, bro. He's dumping on the young man.
Dude.
I'm goofing.
He's
around,
razzing.
Dude.
You're razzing.
Dude, I'm busting chops, dude.
You're razzing him.
I bust chops. All right, I don't mind saying so. I bust chops and I bust cheeks.
No,
That's
you're
it.
razzing. I like that.
Dude, I would love it if that incel was doing your undercover podcast on you.
You got triple psyoped.
That would be so sick. Like it's still.
You were
going
secretly on
right
his
I was about to
podcast
say,
the
I'm
whole
like, dude, am
time.
I
You have
still
no
on it right
idea.
now?
now. Yeah, because you're gonna have him back on to make up for that episode, and that's when the real psyop begins.
Fuck, dude.
Oh my
I think I might be an incel now. I think that's what happened.
By
I
the
got psyoped into
transitive
being
property,
an
yeah,
incel.
for sure.
Yeah.
I would probably be an incel if I never had kids.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Well, it sucks too. That's what we were talking about on the thing. It's like everyone's hit dry streaks, but it's like now if you hit a dry streak for a long enough time, you're now an incel. Like I was just
that's what I'm
in
saying.
between getting pussy and not getting pussy. But if you hit like if there was an incel forum for me to look into while I wasn't getting pussy for 9 months, I would have
You'd have committed, dude.
I would have identified as an incel and been like, I'm an incel now.
Yeah.
And then when I went to talk to chicks, it would have been in the back of my head that I'm an incel. If I didn't exist, I was just like, it's on the horizon. It's coming. It's coming. Now you could be 17 and not get pussy for like 2 years effectively and be an incel.
Time to buy a flamethrower, dude. Go kill people about it. If I didn't accidentally trap my wife at 22, I would 100% be an incel right now. I'd be managing a GameStop, living in a storage unit, and fucking loving it. God, that would be so sick. God damn.
Yeah.
I'm converting, dude. I'm going to be an incel.
Well, I think your point is very fair about before you came, Butterly was basically saying it's not like, because the thesis was like these people are like being incelized into becoming mass murderers.
Like it's Al Qaeda.
Yeah. And Butterly's thesis is more like they're just dudes on the road to mass murderdom. You're not getting a lot of pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the traits that make you someone who will kill people at the library will make you an incel, not the other way around, dude.
Yeah.
People pick up on that. Like Elliot Rodger. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak his name, dude. That's what he wants. Elliot Rodger was a hot boy, right?
He was hot. He
was a smooth hot boy.
He did have androgynous features.
People fuck that.
Yeah.
Right?
Elliot Rodgers could have gotten pussy for sure.
Yeah. But first of all, if you vlog in a car, you will kill people.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're a kill people type of person.
You would, like if you did enough vlogs, you would kill somebody. But yeah, Elliot Rodgers. And also, as soon as you're starting talking about like the sins that women have committed, you're instantly out. Like, it's a tough one to be on a date. Like, so what do you do? Be like, well, I'm just kind of atoning for the sins that you have committed as women. It's like,
yeah, it's when you. I don't know if that guy could have been fucking, because women want to fuck every guy that's kind of nice to them, and you ruin it henceforth. Like you start off every guy that a woman meets starts off as okay.
I did no way.
100%.
It's a point system, dude.
No, you start off with all of the points, and then they get knocked off as you open your mouth,
dude.
Like I've only talked myself out of pussy.
No, dude.
100%.
No, there are dudes that women see and go, nope.
Nope. Yep.
Wait,
yeah.
dude, it's fucking Tinder.
I agree.
Well, listen,
how does people swipe left then?
They'll go, no, but if I had to. If I really needed to make a family.
I mean, dude, that is the sick and twisted realm of what's called pillowing in the dating world. We will get women who will just literally pillow themselves with possible suitors.
Yeah.
So that you can just be surrounded by this orb of dudes or just orbit of dudes who are like, please take me. And then you're like, hey, nice little thing you sent me Wednesday. Oh, here comes another one from this guy. And then you date another guy and you start like...
They're just letting them play crossfire all around her.
Basically, yeah.
They're getting caught up in the fucking crossfire, and whoever's goal she ends up in is like, all right, this is what I'm sucking.
Dude, online dating is like Reddit for chicks. it's like probably as fun. Like I go on Reddit and like people like listen to what I have to say and I can make comments. But like on online dating, you go out there and it's just like
It's like going food shopping and it's all
please,
free.
Please, exactly.
Whatever,
yeah.
Get a little bit of this bird, throw it in the cart. Throw a little bit of this bird in the cart.
Literally. It's literally as if you're like definitely fucking that. Oh, I can definitely fuck that. Oh, that'll be fun to fuck.
Yeah,
that
like
person.
picture like the type of dude who spends an hour at GameStop without buying anything but talks to people the whole time. Is there any possibility someone's gonna fuck? Like picture what he looks like physically, just based on on that description.
he just has.
Will anyone fuck him?
Definitely a polo tee, like a button-up polo shirt down to his fucking knees.
Oh, yeah.
He's balding at 21.
So
he's got like the crustache, but he's also got male pattern baldness.
I think every day you don't get pussy, your golf shirt gets closer to your knees. Like, oh fuck, dude, my mid-level button downs are growing, dude.
Your Pokemon lanyard with just your house key on it gets longer.
Oh no.
Dude, you're putting bigger energy drink cans in your cargo pocket.
Well, the Scotty dumb and incel dumb are very close related.
God.
Yeah.
Are all Scotties incels or are all incels Scotties?
No, because there's definitely like Ichabod Crane incels who are just like kind of lithe and kind of like. There was a guy on a Vice. I like started researching this after I was like, this needs a proper investigation.
Yeah.
I mean, I researching. I just looked at internet.
Yeah. You did a book report on internet comments.
I looked at a Vice documentary and was like, wow, that guy's skinny and tall. And I'm like, in the data bank, because it was like usually I thought it was all Scotties, but it was just like a tall like Ichabod Crane looking guy. Who was
a Jack Skellington frame on him. Yeah.
But yeah,
that dude was an Jack Skellington was an incel too. He just wanted to be Santa. He didn't want to fuck.
True.
He was all about the fucking suit.
True. Well, true. The weird. So there is also research on, I think like real research on online dating. How it just like, well, dude, this is actually kind of weird because I read an article about the family in the Atlantic about their last article was the nuclear family dash was a lie. So and
Dude, so this is weird to me because culturally speaking, right? So white people are pressured to make a family, right? But there doesn't seem to be an emphasis on teaching white guys how to fuck. True. Right? It's like the opposite in the black community. It's like early on, like you get learned how to fuck, but it's like there's no emphasis on making families.
That's crazy.
None. That's why I mean it's like it's kind of tough. It's tough to be an incel as a black guy because of the cultural pressure. Because again, black women, if you're not able to fuck for too long, you're gay.
Yeah,
that's just how that works. So
there are black cells. There's black incels.
Yeah, but
anime blacks. They prefer to chill.
Excuse me.
They're
anime Americans. Excuse me.
Yeah, but they feel the pressure. They feel the pressure too.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? That's why they retreat into that world. It's like they try. I feel like there's a point. There's a point where you know, like white people seem to try to obfuscate themselves from the responsibility of trying to fuck.
Okay, I heard that.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I like this where you're going, dude. Because it's like, if you're an incel, you're just not catcalling hard enough.
Basically.
Okay, I can see that actually.
Basically.
True.
And you're not allowed to give up as a black person. You gotta keep trying.
Well, also, too, there's as a white incel, it's like, have you tried to increase your drip? What's your chain looking like? Do all your clothes match? Are all the colors identical in every item of your clothes you're wearing?
How dark do your transition lenses get?
Are you wearing sunglasses inside of the TGI Fridays? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I 100%
gold wireframe transition.
I 100% agree with that. They're being totally passive in this.
They are.
They're thinking pussy's going to come. Yeah, you got it. They got to start. But this is where the pickup.
Have you tried a grill yet? If Elliot Rodgers would have tried a grill.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, but that gets into pickup artists. White dudes get tricked into the psychology of dating when they should be learning how to fuck. Yeah. They'll get real into. They'll start wearing like ridiculous, like crazy magician clothes.
Yeah.
Incels
like Gerben did.
Yeah. That kind of that's what hit like incels 10 years ago, before like catcalling was bad, incels had hope, because I think white incels had that taken away from them. And they're like, yo, dude, you can't wear a Davy Crockett hat into a club and like stand there like in like dressed in disco clothes. Like, you're not allowed to do that anymore. That's sexual harassment. You're wearing 5 belts. That's sexual harassment.
A lot of PUA shit is borderline assault.
Oh, dude, for real.
Yeah. Like, touch the small of her back, finger her cheeks,
Yeah.
kiss her neck when she looks away.
Dude, I heard. I was at the mall.
Pee
the
on
other
her
day.
shirt a little bit.
I was at the mall and there was they had this like bungee bouncy thing where the kids are strapped in it and they jump and they can go really high. And there's one worker there running it, and there were 2 moms. They had their kids. And he was asking the moms questions back and forth, like to pass the time, but they were absolute pickup artist questions. It was like, if you had to eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh,
it was just
awesome.
like, yeah, it was like, it was awesome, but it was also, it did feel a little sexual harassing.
Oh, for sure.
It was like, don't be asking, like, don't ask another man's wife. I almost wanted to go.
he
over there
feels
and
like he was asking yours?
no, not mine. I mean, Ansley would have handled that herself.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But they were definitely other people's moms. I don't know if they were single mothers or not, but I assumed that they weren't because they were white. They possibly had dads in the picture. But it was, you shouldn't be asking other people's wives those types of questions.
Yeah, that's pussy getting question.
I went down a really, really deep PUA MGTOW rabbit hole probably 8 years ago, 8 years ago. Man, the content used to just be incredible. It used to be one of my favorite genres of content on the internet. They're all just a fucking like dragon shirt, complicated hat dudes, just fucking assaulting women. Crazy. And then the MGTOW dudes, when you PUA too hard, you go MGTOW. And then that's when you're like, I don't leave the house. MGTOWs were like the birth of the incel movement.
What is it? What
Men
is it?
go their own way.
Men going their own way.
Okay.
And that's like, those were the dudes that started like the Chad shit, I think. They were like, women are worthless. Don't even waste your time. So you fail enough as a PUA, or you get the cops called enough times as a PUA, and then you lock yourself in front of a fucking webcam, and you're like, women are fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
They don't do anything else, though. They don't replace women with something else. They're just like, nah. They get on the internet.
I wonder how many 911 calls where a guy be like, no, binoculars are part of my peacock, dude. I just want to see if the bar's any good.
There was this one dude I found, I forget his name. He had like 3 names, like Travis Earl Ray or some bullshit like that.
So he was getting pussy.
And he was on like a VH1 reality show about picking up women or something like that. And then he said they like plagiarized his handbook or something. And now he's a MGTOW. He was like 300 pounds with like Boogie Nights hair. Like, and all he would talk about was all the pussy he used to get. And now it's like, now I'm a basement dude by choice. He was a Volcel, basically.
So he fell from pussy grace.
Yeah, or who knows if you ever had it, because it all really does sound made up.
Dude, so they apparently, so there's like, people are saying online dating is what did this, because it's like, used to be living in a community with other people, so everyone's kind of bopping around. You couldn't just pick up your phone and just like,
order
dream
pussy.
stakes, like lottery scratch offs, dude. It's like, please, because guys are trying to get fucked up, or they're trying to fuck people.
What they don't realize is that you used to be able to fuck people that you met at the supermarket.
Yes.
That's how people's parents met.
But dude, as a girl on Tinder, and dude, maybe I'm crazy, but there has to be just like, imagine just being like swiping on dudes and being like data, like, like CEO, you're like, I could be a CEO's wife. And that, you're fucking boom, you're portaling. So there has to be, there's obviously, if there's dudes out here who are like, I'm going to fucking come on this girl. There's definitely chicks who are like portaling. Imagine if you're just like, and there was just like teleporting for just different lives you could have. You're like, that guy's on TV.
Or they're quantum leaping.
You're like, I could be on Jumpers, dude. There's like, I could be on TV. Fuck yeah. That would be, I wouldn't be able to stop doing that. If I could just radically change my life.
Yeah, I guess that'd be pretty cool.
And again, obviously there's, it's like people, there's women who they're just trying to get fucked. Sure. And that's awesome too. You're just definitely getting fucked left and right. Yeah. But there has to, because it's like, if the selection of, men on there is correlated with like, obviously being Chads and all that. But like, dude, if you were like, you have like A&E credits where you like are Alex Trebek, you're going to get a bunch of women and they just don't want to fuck Alex Trebek. You're on TV. So there's an element to it where they're like, ooh, I could have a different life. Ooh, I could have this. And there's this like,
It's just they have a menu now. It's not like whatever the chef's going to give you. Now it's like you don't have to try your luck at all. You get what you see is what you get. Well, usually.
Yeah, and
I think now they know everyone's lying.
And circumstantially. So if you were from like small town X, you're going to fuck somebody from small town X. You're not. There's no online portal to then move beyond that. For the most part, for a long time ago.
That's too much power for a woman. Like a woman still needs to feel like she's aspiring to a guy for it to fully work. You know, because that's how like women are conditioned to like pick the best, you know, most substantial guy that they can find that's gonna like, you know, shepherd them through all of the chaos that's gonna come through into the world, right? So, you know, like with all that.
Well, they're designed to maximize that.
Exactly.
So then you hit them with the tool, and they're like, oh, well, their literally instincts are like, I gotta go higher.
And it devalues that for them. It devalues their ability to pick a substantial guy, which is why women always end up with shitty guys now, because they're not picking for the qualities that work.
They're skipping the training, dude.
Basically.
Yeah, you used to be somewhere with a person all day, every day. You'd watch their program and be like...
You don't get your lightsaber on the first day.
Yeah.
That's what this is about.
Exactly.
You'll cut yourself in half.
And it's also like, so you have people who put together a curated presentation of themselves through like Instagram, all this stuff. And then people are attracted to like the mirage of that person, but then trying to work it out.
People also convince themselves that they understand the language of looking at a picture and being able to read a person. Like Ansley's watching this show called The Circle on Netflix. Mm-hmm. It's a social media reality show where everybody is kind of secluded in their own space and they can only interact with each other through this social media app that is designed for the show. So they can see pictures and stuff of people, but that's it. Like no voice, no interaction, just all type and pictures. And a person will put up a picture that the whole group can see, and then you'll see people analyzing the picture and drawing information that they're using to like then say, okay, I get this person. Like, oh, they put that picture up of them with their shirt off at the beach. Oh, but there's a dog in the picture, so they're not really showing off they're really showing that they're friendly and compassionate. It's like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Like I've never put
wild idea for a show.
How old are the people on this show?
They seem to be anywhere between like 22 and like 30.
I wish it was like 50 to 60. Just close up faces. Just close up faces.
It's mostly ceiling. They all look like Kyle from Tenacious D.
Dude, that's so that's what they're saying has set up this like MGTOW incel thing where it's like it can be a desert. And then again, I think it's partly psychological where it's like, so once you identify as incel and then you're up against this weird kind of technology aspect to dating, which that's kind of sucks to have to do.
Yeah.
But dude, so I read the article in the Atlantic. It said that so they were saying that, like, I thought people always got married early. They were saying in the 1870s, people didn't get married until they were 26 on average. Because at first it was like, if it was 75% of people worked on farms with like your whole extended family. So in like the late 1800s, that was like the kin network where you'd be with your kin. And you would just, your whole family would work on a farm. And 25% of people had like dry goods shops and shit. And then when factories came out, the younger people were like, fuck it, I'm going to go work for a factory. And the nuclear family basically was a mutation of factory work to where like we've all usually lived in weird little bands of extended family and kin. And then like when you went to the factory, I guess because of like the work schedule and the regimented nature of it, they then were like, well, we need somewhere nice because people are. And then if you were between 1950 and 1965, you were statistically likely to make 400% more than your parents because you got hitched into factory work, which was like, there's like living off the land, and then there's like the infinite production of goods that can be shipped all over the place and bought.
And now you're living in these work communities.
Yeah, so now you're getting paid, and they said the suburbs from 1950 to 1965 were like a freak occurrence. So people are striving for this suburban life that was like a fluke base, according to this article. And then like, you know, it was, and even in that suburban thing, it was like back then, like everyone's door was unlocked in the suburbs. Like everyone, like just your neighbors, the kids would run into your house, open your fridge. So it was very much like that extended family on the farm. And then it was just like, you know, those economic conditions just evaporated. Now people are just trying to hang tight to that. And then they were saying like this was a fucking freak. It was like a fleeting phenomenon that's like not going to happen.
Weird.
And people live in the suburbs now, and it's like, dude, that was the pinnacle. Like the suburbs were like like literally the dream. Like it's like a civilization dream,
right?
And then people living there and like, I'm fucking bored. Yeah. This stuff.
I used to be afraid of that. I've only ever lived in the inner city.
Mm-hmm.
always, I can't imagine what it's like. It always seemed kind of cool, but my favorite portrayal of the suburbs is Halloween. That's like
The movie Halloween?
yeah. Love the way the neighborhood looked.
True.
The Halloween night looked like an awesome time. There was one part I didn't like, but the rest of it, dude, I've always wanted to live there.
Dude, that's so funny to think of you watching Halloween and be like, damn, look at that house. That's so
dude.
he's just like, stabbing people.
I was actually telling someone about this. It might have been on a different cast, but I turned to my wife watching Halloween and I was like, even after he murdered people, I was like, that's not even that many murders. That's beautiful. I would love to live in Haddonfield. I think it's Haddonfield.
If there was a guy walking around in a ski mask murdering one person a day, you're like, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. This is actually, that's a fair point.
Yeah. End of the movie. We were watching it fucking obviously zoomed out, and I was just like, man, what a lovely place. And then all the murders happened. I was like, I gotta be honest, that's not I'm not.
Yeah, he's kind of walking after people. So
Yeah,
you know.
I can run
So
fast.
we don't even have teenagers yet.
Watch Halloween and just like, man, I wish I fucking just imagine living there. I don't know.
That would be funny. They
I'm a
remade
fucking
Halloween in the
retard,
city, and he gets stabbed in the opening 5 minutes. He's like, ah, shit. Oh, fuck. Everyone has that. He's like, okay. He like walks around with a knife, and everyone's like, yeah, dude, what's up? He's like, oh, fuck. Dude, that is a really nice way to watch Halloween and be like, not bad.
Yeah.
These people are griping, and I think they got to sack up.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll be trying to hustle his way back to Haddonfield.
fucking lovely.
like coming up to people like, my whole family's in the car. I need to buy bus tickets. Can you help me, please?
Speaking through a mask, like, oh, you see the thing.
Oh, man. And then this fucking incel shows up in a mask and stabs everybody. Holy shit. Michael Myers is an incel.
Definitely an incel.
He's an incel.
True.
He even gets to, dude, he gets to see some fucking, what are they, Stacy's taking their fucking tits out at a certain point.
He does stab Stacy's, doesn't he?
Yeah, he stabs Stacy's. He doesn't fucking like them. Some Chads get it.
That's kind of what all horror movies, for the most part, is a guy and a girl like fucking in the woods or somewhere risky, and then somebody be like, man, and stabbing them.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite kill in a horror movie ever is? I forget which Friday the 13th it is, but there's a girl in a sleeping bag, and he picks her by the ankles and slams the sleeping bag into a tree. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Horror movies.
Doesn't he do it just once too and walk
Yeah.
away? He just like one slam and walks away. Like,
Yeah.
that did it.
Yeah, it's
He just does domestic
the
violence.
killer from Friday the 13th. I won't say his name. That's what he wants me to do.
That's funny. He just does domestic violence, takes a break, just like jacks a woman up in a supermarket, and is like, shut the fuck up. All right, I'm gonna stab this dude.
Throwing full dinner plates at people.
I don't give a fuck that yogurt's on sale. Shut the fuck up. We're in the produce aisle. I love watching couples fight in the supermarket, dude.
Oh,
That
it's
is the best.
It's the best. You know, it's funny because like the guy is always in the supermarket for whatever reason. The woman feels powerful,
Dude.
Then the guy's always trying to like
That's her domain, dude.
True.
Yeah, she's
Supermarkets
like-
are the woman cave.
Hunting, and that's the gathering aspect, dude.
Yeah, she needs. It's like she needs people to know she's giving him the business in the grocery store.
It's bizarre.
It is really.
I've gotten it. I stormed out of Target the other day and walked home.
Dude.
I was like, I fucking left Target
Yeah.
and just walked home. Was like,
You try to
fuck
leave
it.
that home field advantage. You're like, come catch me outside.
Going to the supermarket with your wife is like when she puts on like the sports hat and goes to the game. She's got like the ponytail sticking out of the back of the cap.
Yeah.
That's what happy dudes at supermarkets are like. Dude, he's not actually into supermarkets, dude. He's a fucking fake supermarket guy.
Yeah, you couldn't even wait till you got into the car, which is like the men's. That's the man's home field advantage. Like
Yeah.
arguing in the car. Like that's a good time.
Yeah, especially if I'm sitting passenger side, you can sit there and just be like, yeah, what you did, dude. We were having like,
You can't win an argument in the passenger seat, dude. What are you doing?
you think so?
You cannot win an argument in the passenger
No,
seat.
because you can also be like, whoa, slow down. You're driving like a man.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, that's dishonorable.
Yeah.
Dude, I go.
Well, I mean, women only play head games. You got to play them back. And when you're in the passenger seat,
You can't win, dude.
you can't. That's
Yeah.
true. You also
Absolutely
can't win.
That's hard mode.
That-
Arguing from the passenger seat, that's like expert nightmare mode.
True.
It's new game plus. You can't go in.
Well, she can comment on my driving and send me into orbit, so it's like it's dangerous.
Fuck that. Yeah, but I can also grab the steering wheel with both hands and flex my forearms.
Did you ever brake check your bay? Like, what? Did you ever brake check a passenger where you're like, fuck it, and slam the brakes?
That's passive aggressive. dude.
I did a brake check on Bay once.
I've brake checked. I got brake checked on 95 by my ex-wife. Brake checked me on 95, and like basically we were having like I don't give a fuck off, and she just jammed the brakes on 95. I was like, you fucking win, you win, you win, you win. I'm sorry.
Do not forget that Sid's wife is tougher than him, and his only hope of winning a fight would be killing her in a car accident.
No, but it was exactly that situation. It was like we were arguing. She was in the passenger seat, which is, where a man can't win, right?
Sure.
And I was going maybe 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. And just out of like that spiteful tone of voice, it was like, slow down. Why are you driving fast?
Oh, that's the other side.
It's like the why you yelling of driving.
You can't win in the passenger seat, and they get like turbo button in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
That's like, if a woman's driving and you're arguing with her, she'll almost get into an accident so that we can be like, oh, well, at least we're both okay. Like that,
Yeah.
They're like, you can't hit them with anything because they'll like, oh no, oh, we almost crashed. Sorry about that. Well,
Yeah.
My experience, their level of suicide mode's way. You play emotional chicken with women while she's driving. They're like, I'll die right now.
No, not a good time.
Yeah,
They will. Because they will.
Yeah.
They absolutely will die right that moment.
yeah.
That's like family drown mode.
Dude, when I had to brake check Ansley, it was because when she did that, when she was like, slow down. And what I wanted to do was speed up, but we had bought this.
You wanted to
SUV.
eject her, dude.
Yeah,
You wanted to be
dude,
sitting
I
under the
wanted to,
windshield.
I wanted to, but we had this like fucked up SUV, and like you would like put the pedal to the metal, and it would just like slowly accelerate. So it's like, yeah, I had no other option. Like if that's what I wanted to do, I'd be like, oh, you think that's fast? And I wanted like, this is.
And you're like, did you see the RPMs are in the red? Check that out. Look at those RPMs. They talk to you. We're about to speed up in a minute here. You're going to be scared.
Yeah, right after this stop sign, you better fucking strap in.
Imagine a wigger couple and they're arguing with the girl on the pegs on his bike.
Don't catch air. Dude, why are you catching air right now? Why are you catching air off speed bumps? She's like, why wouldn't I? That's what they're for. It's nice of everyone to build bike ramps for me in these shopping centers.
No, I'm just going on the curb. I just get up on the curb like that.
But if you're on the pegs, you can't win the argument.
True. Oh, if you're on the fucking pegs of your bay. Dude,
Well, you can. No, you can because you can eject.
You just
As
step
a
on
man,
it.
you can
jump
just
off.
eject. Yeah.
And you can give her an unwanted speed burst.
Then you're into wet cement. You're like over a sewer grate.
You can also bring the bike down. I always am a big fan of like, there's power couples and there's like their inverse is like people who walk on the side of the highway together. I always love when they take that thing of them taking the highway where they're kind of like, let's take 95, babe, the back road. Let's get there quick. And they're just like, man, it's so much faster walking on the side of 95. Fuck, there's traffic. And they just stop and they're like, fuck.
Why do I have to hold the 2-liter?
Dude, I love those couples because like they're never looking at each other. Like the guy's always like a couple steps ahead.
It's because their eyes are on the prize.
They're always in a fight, dude.
Yeah.
Always in a fight. There's like, she wanted something at Walmart. He was like, no, we're not getting it. He copped up on a silk tracking shirt. She was like, we don't need that. You have 50. And he's like, shut up. He's obviously cheating on her with someone else. He's going on a date.
She's a daytime stripper. I've seen dudes drop off their daytime stripper girlfriends. When I worked in Center City, there's I don't know, it was a Gold Club or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Watching dudes drop off their fucking day shift girlfriends was hysterical. They look like Toe Jam and Earl, like shape wise.
That's tough stuff, dude.
It's grim.
As like both are walking, both like their genital piercings hurt. And they're just like, So you take a Prince Albert break, dude.
Their denim shorts are rubbing against it. And they're both wearing denim shorts over top of denim shorts.
Oh, God.
Denim shorts as boxers.
Yeah, I see wiggers do that shit all the time.
I think that's what it is. If you're that level of poverty, your dad's old jeans become someone's old jeans become cutoffs, and they're just your boxers.
100%.
I'm listening to Rainey talk about his football tryouts in purple jeans. That's That fucking killed me. That made me laugh. So I was taking I was on the toilet actually. I was watching that. I'm like, that's the funniest fucking thing.
He plays way too much, dude. He's wild.
Yeah, there has to be like World Health Organization data on like the amount of time you spend in denim versus like the shit that could come about it.
Yeah, you know, there's people who are comfortable getting like wet in denim. You know what I mean? That's weird.
That's tough.
Like dudes that'll just walk knee deep into like a fucking swamp to catch a fish in denim.
You can deal with the feeling of wet denim and just
That's
not be
weird.
phased.
You're sharing a planet with those dudes.
Sid, you're on a time crunch.
I am.
That was a good 40, bro. We got there's a lot of topics.
I know. It's like I feel bad because
we didn't get to anything.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't really like jump in because I'm the crunch. You know what I mean? So it's like
I hate the feeling. I personally been the crunch and the feeling of like when you're like, I can go 5 more minutes. I'll 5 more minute myself into oblivion where I'm like, I am 20 minutes late now.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
I will eventually lose my family over 5 more minutes.
Oh, dude,
I'm the absolute worst at it. Like, all right, I'm on my way now.
That's what 80% of my fights are like. I thought you'd be home at 8. It's like, it's 11:30. Okay. I've literally been like, do you understand what it's like to do a creative endeavor? I don't know what time is while I'm doing it.
Oh, man.
I'm supposed to be worrying about you right now?
I told you I am fucking retarded. I'm sorry about it. Well, dude, I've been getting really good at apologies. Anyway, we'll talk about it later. I'll see you.
Sid the Kid.
Yeah.
Oh, bam.
Man,
Take it, bro.
much love.
Let's get off the air.
Thank you.
Woo.
What is this?